A problem that almost everybody faces, or maybe everybody faces, is the problem of pride. And I don't know that humility can be taught. It almost has to be learned. And when I was in the fourth grade, I had a real problem with pride. I thought that I was better than I actually was. And the Bible says, let no man think more highly of himself than he ought to think. But unfortunately, I violated that passage. And what had happened was that I loved to sing. And I would sing around the house, and my mother would play the guitar, and I would sing. And sometimes I would even sing at school. And I got asked to sing for class meetings of some kind. And on one particular day, I was asked if I would sing in our assembly. And that's when all the school came together, and they would always have one person in the school that would sing a song before the speaker would speak. And so they had asked me if I would sing. Well, I was delighted, of course. And so there was a popular song back then called I Love Little Willie. Now, the fact is, that was a girl singing about her boyfriend, but I didn't really understand all that stuff, and I just liked that song. So I sang I Love Little Willie, and it was a hit. And when I finished singing, everybody applauded, and I took a bow, and I felt just pretty proud of myself. Well, the next week, we had assembly again, and a girl was asked to sing, and guess what she sang? She sang I Love Little Willie. And I was a little bit irritated. I thought, she's singing my song. And when she finished singing, everybody applauded except me. I didn't applaud. And then I thought, it seems like they may have applauded a little bit louder for her than they did for me, so that bothered me. So when class was over, when the assembly was over, we went back to class. I went up to Miss Hortense, my fourth grade teacher, and I said, Miss Hortense, how'd you like Carolyn's song in assembly today? And she looked at me and she said, well, I liked it just fine. I said, oh, you did? I said, well, did you think she did a good job? She said, well, yes, I thought she did a very good job. I said, oh, you did? And then I said, you don't think she did as good a job as I did last week, do you? And then there was this icy silence. She didn't say anything. And I was kind of awkward and felt a little strange. And so I said, well, would you like for me to sing for the class today? And she laid her pencil down on the table, leaned across her desk, and slapped me right on my jaws. I was stunned and shaken to the core. And she said, you little braggart. Well, I didn't exactly know what a braggart was, but I knew it couldn't be a very good thing. And so I began to cry, and she said, class, Nicky thinks he is the best singer in the school, so he's going to sing us a song now. And I said, oh, no, ma'am, I don't want to sing. And she said, sing. I said, I really don't. Sing. So I turned and faced the class, and some of the boys were giggling, and some of the girls were looking a little bit sad. They felt sorry for me, I think. And so I started singing, I love Little Willie. Louder. I love Little Willie, I do, Mom. Louder. And she made me sing that entire song from beginning to end, tears running down my face and trembling on the inside, with my friends sitting out there laughing at me. And I said that day, I will never brag again. Now, I probably have bragged some since then, but not around Miss Hortense, that's for sure. And I learned a very important lesson that day. And that is, the Bible says, let another person's lips praise you and not your own. And I learned that day that God has a way of humbling us, even if He uses a fourth grade teacher who probably would be arrested if she did that today. But it was an important lesson for me. And I won't say that I never sang again, but I never sang before the whole school again after that. And it was an important lesson for me.